What's going on, guys? Bankable Games here, more Fallout 3, Tale of Two Wastelands. And last episode, when we left off, we finally made our way outside the vault and took our first couple of steps out into the wasteland here. And that's given us the quest, following in his footsteps, with the objective to investigate the nearby town of Megaton for information about Dad. We've also got another couple of quests here, and these are added by mods by the same person that did the Delay the DLC Redux mod that I mentioned at the last episode, and along with a few other things, this just adds a quest that we can follow to make sure we pick up all the collectibles in the game, and this just makes it a bit easier for me to make sure I include everything in the playthrough for you guys, rather than having to rely on other guides for anything that I've forgotten. But for now, we're just gonna head out into the wasteland. See Megaton in the distance there. And for leaving the vault, we do get enough XP to level up to level 2. And for the time being, we're going to be putting some points into lockpick. Also going to be putting some points into barter, because there's a nice skill related to barter that we can get, and try and get repair up as well. Not too worried about our weapon skills and our medicine skills and things like that at the moment. Sneak is another thing that's quite handy to level up quite quickly, just because it is very powerful. And then you might notice we've got 2 perks. Again, using Stewie's tweaks, you can set it so you get a perk every level, or 2 perks, or however many perks you want every time you level up. And because normally in Fallout New Vegas you only get a perk every other level, but this is mainly in an effort to again just show off everything in the playthrough, and makes it easier for me to do multiple builds like will be in order to show off different playstyles. But for the time being, we're going to be getting Confirmed Bachelor, and this gives us increased damage against male opponents. So that's just an instant 10% bonus damage against pretty much any enemy in the game, or at least any human target, because there's a lot more men than female enemies. And then we're also going to be getting Gun Nut as well, and this reduces the spread of our weapons, which will help us out early on because our weapon skills are quite low, so our weapon spread is quite high, and it will also increase our item condition by 10%, so we have to worry about repairing things much less at the start of the game. Just going to quickly head into the inventory to sort out our weapon wheel with some of the items we got from the pre-order DLC that's been activated. So the first most important item is the weathered 10mm pistol. You can see it does a little bit more damage and has a higher DPS. I think the item condition or item health is a little bit higher as well, so that'll replace our normal 10mm pistol. We also got a sturdy caravan shotgun, and this is a really cool item. It obviously gives you access to a shotgun right at the start of the game, which can be quite handy, but it also has very high durability, so we don't need to worry about repairing it all that often. There is also the Mercenaries grenade rifle, and this can be quite useful against some tougher targets that you come up. We haven't got the most amount of ammo for it though, but it does only have a weapon requirement of 25 explosives, which we already have, so even if you're not doing any explosive builds, you can still make use of this at the start of the game. And then we are also given the broad machete, but it actually does less damage than the baseball bat, even though its DPS is a little bit higher. So we'll keep our baseball bat equipped for our melee weapon. We also got a set of binoculars, which is just useful for seeing things far away. And then we also got some throwing spears as well, but we're not going to be making the most amount of use of those for the time being. But if we come over here there always tends to be some frag grenades in that mailbox. There's a few other items around in Springvale that are of use to us. And for our caps, you'll notice just above the mini-map on the left hand side, whenever we earn caps, our cap total will pop up there. We also managed to get another magazine, Pugilism Illustrated, in this mailbox here. And that'll increase our unarmed skill when we read that, but we'll wait till a bit later when we can increase its effectiveness. In Nuka-Cola vending machines and refrigerators there is liquid nitrogen, and that's because TTW Wastelands acts in a cut weapon from Fallout New Vegas, being the cryolator. Functions very similarly to the cryolator in Fallout 4 that you find in the vault. But we're just going to head into this small ranch house.
Who the hell are you? Where'd you come from? Did Moriarty send you? Colin Moriarty, the owner of Moriarty's Saloon in Megaton. That sack of shit is convinced that I'm some crazy junkie who stole money from him. I'm tired of hiding out here like some kind of wasteland dog. I guess you're right. Here, this is all I have. Please leave me alone now.
So doing that speech check means that it gives us a good bonus to our starting caps, which could come in quite handy at the start of the game, because later on when we're finding information about Dan, we can do a little quest for Moriarty and finding this lady and sort of dealing with her or getting her money back for Moriarty. So that just basically allows us to skip that little quest step. But before heading over to Megaton, I just want to do a little bit of exploring and go down to the Springvale School. And this area might potentially be a little bit tough, just because our health is quite low at the moment. So I'm going to use a couple of stim packs. And we're going to want to pick up any Nuka-Cola and Nuka-Cola Quantum that we find, as it will help us make a very powerful item later on once we get the schematic for it.
Time to tear you apart! No!
Cherry bombs are also useful for another item you can make later on. Again, it's very powerful.
Ooh, got a feisty one.
Not sure why I picked up the coffee mug, but
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
once you clear out this area as well, you can also sleep in any of the beds to cover your health and restore your limb damage.
It's killing me! Yeah, tear him apart!
also recommend picking up any chems that you find, because they don't weigh anything. And
You got what you deserve, dumbass. Hearing those damn noises again.
you can sell them for a decent amount of money. Not quite sure why this guy's invisible, but he's managing to do a lot of damage to us. I don't think I've ever had this before.
Get back, you monkeys. I got first call on the goods.
Wouldn't be a Fallout playthrough without a little bit of jank.
Your time just ran out. It's killing time. Kick ass. Die. 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 Who's up there? This is bullshit. Come out and fight. This is bullshit. Come out and fight. You just stand still? Come on now. I promise. This is bullshit. Come out and fight. It's killing time, bitch. There you are, bitch.
So you might notice we do also have a bullet time effect, and that is again down to the Just Assorted mods, series of mods. And it's a nice alternative to VATS.
Tear 'em apart.
And we've also just managed to level up again, which is cool, so we can pump up our stats a little bit more. Try and get 4G speech just to make the starting speech checks a bit easier. Then we're going to get a Lady Killer, and again this allows us to do 10% more damage against any female opponents, so that's 10% more damage against any human targets that we're going to be fighting. And then we're also going to get Thief, just because it increases our moving speed while we're sneaking. So the game did crash for me. something to point out is that sometimes the just loot menu from just assorted mods doesn't like picking up any logs from enemies. I think there is actually a mod to fix it, so I'll see if I can do that at some point. But yeah, we did pick up the mining log from that guy. And it seems like these guys are trying to get into the vault. They're kind of looking in slightly the wrong direction, which is quite funny. Over here on this desk there is duck and cover, and that'll be to improve our explosive skill. And this is just again talking about the ants. I wanted to try and get into the vault. We did actually get a crippled limb there, so we can't sprint anymore. Now if we come into our hitboard menu and go over to our stats screen, select our leg and use a stim pack and that will repair it. In hardcore mode it's much more difficult to repair any broken limbs. I can't actually remember if there's any substantial loot down in the caves here. Got an early assault rifle and some ammo. quite handy, even with getting ambushed by ants there. There's also a Chinese Spec Ops training manual, and that'll help us improve our sneak. It's definitely worth coming down here. I've also got a mod that allows us to prone, but it doesn't look like there's anything hiding back here for us. So I assume you're not supposed to be able to get underneath that little hole. But a link for that will be down in the description, like any other mods I mentioned.
It's killing time!
That is, as far as I can remember, pretty much all the Springfield School explored. And I think that's all the sort of notable loot there as well. I'm just going to go inside and wait until daytime using one of the beds, and it'll also allow us to refill our health and limb condition as well. one of the more memorable moments from the start of the game.
Please
Coming over
help
to
me.
Megaton.
Please, do you have
There's this
any
guy
water?
here, and if you want to improve your karma, you can give him purified
You've
water.
helped me so much. You
And considering it's
You
not
saved my
that
life.
great of an item for healing, we may as well just improve our
you saved
karma.
my life. You've helped me so much.
At the front Megaton as well, there will
Welcome,
also
welcome.
be travelling merchants.
My caravan sells clothing and armor to decorate and protect the body while it endures the ravages of the physical world. My travels take me from Canterbury Commons to where there is true need of this protection. After all, this is what they'll pay the most for.
So he's just given us a map mark of Canterbury Commons, which is a cool area that we can do a side quest. We'll make sure to do that later. So this guy mainly focuses clothes,
If the
focuses
clothes
on
make
selling
the man,
clothes.
then here are the means
And
to remake
but you have
themselves.
other vendors that focus on aid items or weapons, and there's another vendor that focuses on junk, and they all work out at Canterbury Commons as well. Crow also in the base game Fallout 3 didn't sell any schematics, so Tale of Two Wastelands has given him the Cryolator schematic. We will buy that later on, but we haven't got the caps at the moment. Just before we head into Megaton, we're going to come over around the side and sort of head towards the back of the town. There's a couple of mole rats in the way. They're not a massive threat. That guy seems to be running away from us. He's getting back up. There's this hollowed out rock here, and that has sniper rifle ammo, a couple of stim packs, a note for us, sniper rifle and a stealth boy. Stealth boy allows you to basically turn invisible and maxes out your sneak, so it's really useful if you're sneaking around or if you're trying to pickpocket people. Have a look at that note here as well. And also we didn't look at the terminal password for the Overseer, and it's just a martyr. And the sniper rifle we got isn't in the best condition, but it's definitely a very useful weapon to have. Even in close range, just because it does do a lot more damage than other weapons we have.
Welcome to
But looking at how long this episode has been,
friendliest
I'm
town
going to
around.
end it here. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. A little bit of a slow episode exploring Springvale School there, but I haven't actually gone through it in a long time.
Try the brass
So it was nice to go
nectar.
back through that. And yeah, I'd definitely say it's worth going through after leaving Vault 101. Just because it's got some relatively decent loot for the being at the start of the game, and it's not too tough to clear out the area. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the episode and look forward to the rest of the series, make sure to like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss out on anything. Any mods that I've mentioned throughout the vehicle will be linked down in the description below, so you can download them yourself. Thanks again for watching. Always really appreciate having you guys here. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.